a king's dream? It just hit a brick wall. The most dominant scorer in the game, he's being ignored. And on soccer fields all over the continent, borders are literally being redrawn. What you're about to see is a story of power in complete flux, and it's all happening right now.
All right, let's dive straight in. We have to start with, well, maybe the biggest name in all of sports, LeBron James. And we're talking about a lifelong dream of his that is, right now, in very real danger of completely falling apart.
You know, for years, LeBron's big plan after he retires has been no secret, right? It's been crystal clear. Own an NBA team. And everyone thought that team would be in Las Vegas. But out of nowhere, that whole plan has just hit a massive, massive roadblock. And now, reports are flying in from multiple sources saying that this plan, a plan that everyone thought was a done deal, is in serious, serious jeopardy. And what's really blowing people's minds is just how fast this all changed. We're talking about going from a sure thing to a huge question mark, seemingly overnight. So why is this happening? Well, the reasons are really starting to stack up. You've got his most powerful allies. I'm talking about heavy hitters like Fenway Sports Group. And they're apparently backing away from this whole expansion idea. And look, this isn't just some small speed bump. This basically freezes his entire post-career plan. And, you know, it really makes you wonder about his influence off the court. And it's funny, this whole theme of power shifting just keeps going. As one king's future is suddenly up in the air, there's a new power rising in the NBA. But here's the thing, he's fighting his own battle. It's a fight for recognition, and he's fighting it against the very people who should be handing him awards. Okay, look at this number, 32.9. That is Luka Dončić's points per game average, and it leads the entire league. And let me be clear, he's not just having a good season. The guy is statistically dominating this whole decade, just shattering records left and right.
So that leads to the big question, right? Why isn't this guy the frontrunner for MVP? I mean, his team just ripped off a 6-game winning streak. He's putting up numbers we haven't seen in ages, night after night, and yet his name is just consistently left out of the serious MVP talk. It's strange.
And this right here really shows you the disconnect. I mean, look at the numbers on one side. That screams MVP, plain and simple. But then you look at the conversation, the narrative on the other side, totally different story. And that's why you're hearing a lot of people say the MVP award isn't about who played the best anymore. It's become more of a narrative contest.
Okay, so this fight for power, this battle for recognition, it's not just happening with individual players. The entire world of North American soccer is basically in the middle of a high-stakes cross-border war right now.
Yeah, it's all happening in the Concachampions Cup. Just think of it like the biggest club tournament for our part of the world. And what's happening is you've got American MLS teams squaring off against the absolute giants from Mexico's top league, Liga MX. And trust me, this is about way more than just a trophy. This is for all the bragging rights on the continent. So these aren't just regular games, no way. These are clashes of cultures, of leagues, of entire nations, really. Let's take the Philadelphia Union, for example. They are going up against Club América, one of the biggest clubs on the planet. And to put it mildly, they are massive, massive underdogs.
And look, make no mistake, the odds are just completely stacked against Philly. They're on a losing streak, they're struggling. Meanwhile, the coach for Club América has come right out and said he's not resting any of his star players. He's treating this like a championship game. But even with all that, the Union's coach, he's defiant. His whole attitude is, hey, we've got nothing to lose. And, you know, that can make a team dangerous. But the reality check here is pretty brutal. The power of Liga MX is just overwhelming. I mean, just look at another matchup. The Mexican team, Toluca, completely dismantled San Diego FC. We're talking a 4-0 blowout. Ouch. So you've got these themes, right? Underdogs, giants, these huge high-stakes conflicts. Well, it all comes together perfectly in one of the greatest traditions in American sports, and is happening literally as we speak.
Yep, 68 teams. A tournament where if you lose once, you're done. One single champion. You know what I'm talking about. This is the beautiful controlled chaos of March Madness. It is the ultimate stage for a power shift.
And it's really the perfect mirror for everything else we've been talking about. The pressure on these big-name coaches is just off the charts. You've got off-court drama already blowing up, with one coach blaming bad facilities for an injury. I mean, this is it. This is the tournament where dreams are made, where legacies are shattered in a single night. It's where giants fall and some unknown underdog becomes a legend overnight. So here's the bottom line.
From a king's legacy suddenly in doubt, to a new star fighting for his crown, to a full-blown soccer war, the entire sports world is in flux. Everything is up for grabs. Power is shifting in real time, right before our eyes. So, I have to ask you, who do you think is going to rise from all this? And who is going to fall? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about it.